At Argo, we're always trying to differentiate ourselves in a market, be it firming or softening. And I think the way that we do that is via transparency and consistency. At Argo, we really treat the capital that we're getting from the reinsurers as our own, and we try to really involve our reinsurance partners in our businesses, give them access to our underwriters so they really understand our business fully and they trust the capital that they're putting with us. Also, I think consistency is important. Argo's been a consistent buyer throughout the reinsurance market cycles. And I think we've seen other people of late coming to the market, buying, and they may have very big premiums, but I don't think they've always been consistent in the way they buy or in when they've bought within the market cycle. And I think that's a really good differentiating point that I hope our reinsurers remember if the market is firming. As we are seeing some rate movement in our underlying book, it can impact the way we look at our buying strategy. But rate movement is really only one part of how we think about our reinsurance strategy. As the market is evolving, Argo and Ariel are always trying to meet the market with really new product offerings. We're trying to see what we can really offer our cedants on our business to make sure that we're meeting the needs of the insurance and the reinsurance markets. So we really want to make sure that reinsurance and retro is playing a really active part in making sure we can meet the demands of the clients. So as much as maybe some hardening rates that we're seeing in a few of our lines of business may give us some more comfort about raising retentions, I'd say that the overall strategy is a lot more complex than that. We really want to make sure that we're matching and meeting the product offering so we can help our business stay in business. So as the retro and ILS market potentially firms, I think there's a lot of companies who are really thinking differently about how they buy their retro program. I think gone are really the days of really assuming that retrocession is a foregone conclusion, and I think people will really have to weigh the value of that purchase against what they're seeing on the inwards pricing. I think the best strategy that we have at Ariel is really to be open and to be flexible. We spend a lot of time really trying to take a look at our cost of capital, and a big part of that is obviously our retro strategy as well, and see how that inputs into our forward pricing. I think companies that can be really nimble about managing their cost of capital and figuring that into their pricing are going to be very successful.